Banner Engineering's Model S18M M-GAGE vehicle detection sensor is a proven, cost-effective alternative to other vehicle detection systems. In addition to competitive price and smaller profile, the cost of ownership is significantly less than technologies such as inductive loops. The Banner M-GAGE sensor detects the presence or absence of ferrous objects. The M-GAGE utilizes the Earth's natural magnetic field as a background source. As the field changes with the addition or removal of ferrous objects near the sensor will trigger the corresponding output. The sensing range is dependent upon the background, the ferrous properties of the object, the proximity of the object to the sensor, and the sensitivity setting of the sensor. The M-GAGE can be mounted either above or below ground. Typically in either scenario, the sensor and cable are placed in plastic PVC conduit. This will allow for quick, easy replacement of the M-GAGE. Other vehicle detection systems require cutting into the floor or road to replace the sensing element. 2-inch PVC should be laid out prior to pouring the floor or road surface. The M-GAGE is then fed through 3/4-inch plastic flex conduit. The flex conduit is then pushed into the 2-inch PVC until it reaches the desired sensing point. If the sensor needs to be replaced, simply pull the flex conduit out of the 2-inch PVC and the sensor can be easily exchanged. The M-GAGE sensing technology opens the door to a number of unique sensing applications. The applications covered here utilize the M-GAGE as a replacement for inductive loop systems used for detecting vehicles. The first applications are for vehicles going through an automated car wash. An M-GAGE can be mounted to the drive-up kiosk. The presence of the vehicle can wake up the touch screen panel or alert the operator that a vehicle has approached the wash. Another M-GAGE can be mounted in the pavement to trigger the wash to open the door for entry into the wash. M-GAGE sensors can also be mounted to trigger an undercarriage wash at the beginning of the wash cycle. Upon completion of the cycle, the M-GAGE can be mounted at the exit of the wash for closing doors. In a full-service conveyor wash, an M-GAGE can be used for collision avoidance. This will verify that a car ejected from the conveyor has left the area before another vehicle is ejected. Another application for M-GAGE is door triggering in a warehouse for forklifts. Multiple M-GAGEs can be mounted in the floor. When an M-GAGE senses a forklift, automatic doors can be triggered to open. Fast food drive-through vehicle monitoring is another excellent M-GAGE application. Typically, stores want to monitor the presence or absence of vehicles at 3 points: order kiosk, pay window, and food window. Tracking vehicle times at these 3 points is very critical for the economics of a fast food restaurant. The final application is truck loading docks. An M-GAGE can be used to alert warehouse personnel that a vehicle has backed up to a spot and is ready to be loaded or unloaded. In addition to some of the unique features that we have shown, perhaps the biggest cost savings benefit to the M-GAGE sensor is the ability to replace an M-GAGE that is mounted below grade. This process can take one person 5 minutes, compared to several people taking an hour or more to cut new loops into the pavement. This alone can save hundreds or thousands of dollars when compared to inductive loop installations. The Banner M-GAGE vehicle detection sensor provides a proven alternative to larger, more costly inductive loops. Contact your Banner sales representative for more details.